going on, everybody? Augment, and here we are back in Warframe, Specters of the Rail. And this time what we're going to do is first note that I fixed the full screen bug that occurs every time you log in. You want to go to the options in the launcher and recheck full screen, and it'll work. It kept every time I would launch the game, put me back into Windows mode, drop me to 1200 by 800. I'd have to save my changes. I'd go to log out because the screen was all messed up. I'd go to log back in and would do it all over again in the launcher, recheck full screen. Then you get into the game, do your options again just to verify everything is good, and you should be fine. But we are going to skip over the Void changes, Void 2.0 this time around, because there's a lot in there and I still don't understand it all, and I don't want to be too much of an asshole in regards to that type of the content at this moment. So I kind of want to go over Archwing. Now, I'm going to show you the new weapons and stuff, and the Archwing itself here, and then we're going to talk about this Archwing Overhaul a little more detailed, if you will, this time around. Boom. Okay. And I'm going to share you my thoughts. And as many of you know, I am brutal about what I have to say. And obviously, is very apparent, many people can't handle what I have to say. And if that's the case, you know, I don't know what to tell you, because it's still going to come out of my mouth. And I am not going to stop speaking my thoughts as I see them on the first take of a video. It's that simple. I don't sugarcoat shit, people. I never have, never will. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't like everybody else. My channel is completely different than everybody else out there. I looked at some of the other stuff, and I've contemplated quitting because of reasons, which I might discuss if I quit. But for now, I'm not giving in. I will speak my mind, speak my voice, whether you like it or not. So, here we are. We're looking at the new Amesha, however the fuck you say it, the Syngas, and the Aguza, whatever. Who the fuck knows how to say it? I never could say this shit right. Well, the Aguza tear apart incoming enemies with a massive hooked blade. Guess what, guys? It's pretty cool to play with, but it is exactly like every other melee in Archwing. It's just another one to play. That's all. You put more stats on it. Look, it's puncture based, blah blah blah. You play them unranked. I played them unranked when I did the overview the other day, because I forgot to put mods on them, and they just kind of killed everything. If you watch that portion of the video without getting sick. The Archwing primary, the Syngas, unload deadly accurate bursts of mayhem. Now, I will put some mods on there too. This one, I did it again the other day. I forgot to add mods. And so we went unmodded. And I'll be honest with you, it felt good. The weapon felt good. You see, the stats are pretty decent. I mean, it's overall even around the board. We got a 30% status chance. There's actually a really high accuracy on here. There's a lot to work with this burst rifle, if you will. And it felt unmodded. It felt very, very powerful. So modding this thing up may actually make it one of my favorite in terms of weapons right now. Really, the only other one that I really like is my Imperator Vandal. Imperator, if you've just got the regular one. But this one did feel pretty damn good. So we will play that a little bit more, and I'll talk about it. I don't know, honestly, when I'm sitting here with you guys right now, I honestly don't know that I will put too much Archwing content out, because the new changes that, in terms of this overhaul, that now give you the 6 degrees of freedom, really actually make me quite sick playing Archwing for the first time. I got a headache. Just that few minutes that I played it the other day, and I keep getting a headache as I play it. I don't like the way it is set up. It just feels like the original one has been brought back, and they just kind of said, you know what, fuck it, we'll just do this. They call it more like a true flight simulator mode. This isn't a flight simulator. We're not walking around with flight sim joysticks here. I mean, I've got a keyboard and a mouse. Now, mind you, I use a trackball, so I have a little bit more yaw type of movement, I guess, if you would, if the mouse was configured for that. But the mouse isn't configured for that. The mouse is configured to aim and shoot. The keys on my keyboard are what does my movement, which is really... You didn't make it better. You made it worse. And it's an extreme disappointment. The new UI and control bindings to further enhance the flying experience, do not like it. Absolutely not.
There's a time-limited mission alert available.
Let me get some of this stuff in here. Hollow blades, is there critical? No, there's not that much critical here. We can enhance the magazine. Status chance up 60% to almost 60% right there just by doing that. Keep in mind there are new status chance mods. Dual stat mods are now available in Archwing. So this is going to be something to kind of play around with. Let me see what else I've got here. Rubio line, extra damage, going to go up there. Okay, so that's where we're going right now. Look at that. Those numbers are pretty nice. And we're just kind of go back and forth here a little bit. Yeah, but they have added the new full set of dual stat Archwing mods at basically 60-60. So you've got your impact, you've got your puncture, and you've got your slash mods for the gun and for the melee, which is pretty cool. There are new augments at max rank. There's 3 new augments that we didn't really talk about yet. Afterburner for Elytron is core vent augment. The blast damage ignites exhaust fumes for 12 seconds. Enemies passing through take flames, take heat damage. Cold snap for the Itzal. It's a cosmetic crush augment. The black hole saps the area of heat, freezing enemies in range. Enemies near the black hole are completely frozen for 5 seconds. Why couldn't they make that 12 seconds? I mean, they did the afterburner for 12 seconds, so why couldn't they make cold snap for 12 seconds? Not that the Itzal really needs it, because that's my favorite Archwing. And yeah, it's OP as all get up. This particular one, I will rank up. I don't know my feelings on it yet. To be honest, I haven't really played it enough, right? Energy Field is the other augment for the Odinata. It's an energy shell augment. An energy shell is applied to allies within 35 meters, so friendly type of thing. So there is that. I haven't even put any mods on any of this stuff. I did put mods on this fucking thing. I had mods on this before we went into the mission the other day. Why is this shit not saving? It's not saving any of my mods that I put into my game. It's not saving any of my visual customizations that I put on the damn thing. For everything that I do, even the new melee weapons, it's not saving them. And it's really getting annoying. I don't fucking understand. What's the problem? I mean, is it really that hard to bring out a game that, you know, works? I don't know. Apparently so. So we got mods on there. We got to put mods on here. Attack speed, sure. Extend, sure. Blazing steel, heat, yeah, whatever. Searing steel, that's the status. Combo thing, sure. Sudden impact, status chance, alright. Temper blade, critical chance. Just kind of throwing on what you can throw on with these, because, you know, there's not a lot of mods right here. Cutting edge, I don't have space for cutting edge. For melee damage, so we're going to change that and put that there, because that's more important to me. Again, some pretty decent stats. Alright. We're going to get into gameplay, so just be forewarned, you may want to just sit in and listen to the rest of this. I'm going to go ahead and put on some Archwing gameplay while I talk about the rest of this overhaul. Again, just be forewarned, the new 6-degree system is so fucked up that it may make you dizzy. Okay, so let's just kind of quickly go through it here now. The new Eximus Archwing units have actually been deployed throughout the Origin system, is what they're saying. Syndicate now offer Archwing components. Okay, so you can get Archwing components through the syndicates. Reduce the total number of Archwing nodes down to 8. One of each type for Grineer and Corpus, basically. So they just kind of eliminated that down, but you can now get the syndicate stuff through the Archwing components through the syndicates. So just, I mean, that's pretty cool, honestly. It gives us something else to do with our syndicate rep. Now we have new mission types. The Archwing Pursuit, which is on Saturn Pandora. To hunt down a heavily defended Grineer ship and destroy it by fighting through the ship's defenses, such as energy shields, turrets, mines, that type of stuff. We also have Archwing Rush, which is over on Phobos Kepler. It's a reach hostile supply ships and destroy them before they escape. The more ships that you destroy within a given time, the greater your reward is going to be. Again, that seems pretty cool. I haven't actually played both of them yet long enough to kind of give you my full ideas on them. We'll give you ideas down the road. We talked about the dual stat mods. We talked about the augments here. The new Warframe or Archwing. Kind of interesting, the abilities of this one, where it's a Watchful Swarm is the first ability. Tiny drones orbit the Warframe or an ally. It can orbit an ally as well, and basically intercepts enemy fire, so you take less fire incoming, right? You can see the number that you have deployed on your screen in the bottom right-hand corner. Number 2, Benevolent Decoy. It creates beacons that draw enemy fire, converting the damage into healing pulses. So if you're close enough, you can get some healing pulses if you need it. That's pretty team-based. That's pretty decent. Warding Grace. It renders the Warframe and nearby allies immune to status effects while slowing nearby enemies. That's a dual purpose to that, and actually that's pretty good in the team-based way, of course. So I do like that. Vengeful Rush is the 4th of the ultimate. All damage taken is transformed into energy, and while abilities gain enhanced range, duration, and power during this time. Affects the Warframe and your nearby allies. Again, it's very team-based. So overall, it's a team-based Archwing. It does have some nice things. It definitely does feel different than the other Archwings, which is one thing I actually do like about Archwing, is that each one does feel different. And maybe it's just because we don't have enough right now. We don't have a lot of them. We only have the few, that they're still able to feel completely different from each other. And that gives everybody a chance to like it. But the problem is the new system. The 6 degrees of separation, if you will. This pitch and yaw and all this stuff. They're still using the old system on the submersible maps, but this new system is obviously direct Archwing content. And yeah, it's gonna take a lot to get used to, and I want to play, but I don't know that I have the strength to play it a lot because it actually makes me sick. So we've got that issue, and I think that they maybe shouldn't have brought it out that way. I think they should have stuck with the old system, maybe figured out a way to make the old way a little bit better, but not do this yaw and pitch bullshit that's just fucking with my mind. And I'm sure I'm not the only one out there with that issue. But anyway, so that's pretty much the Archwing overhaul. Really, I don't know that I'll bring you guys much content on Archwing beyond this, just because if it makes me sick and I'm running the mission, I know it's going to make you guys sick watching it. So maybe we'll do like modding and stuff. Even though there's not a lot of mods, we'll do some modding and stuff with this and talk about it that way and compare the differences. But I don't know. I mean, if you guys want to see content, sure, I'll post it. But I don't know that you're really going to want to beyond this video. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in future episodes. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.